6.1, minutes of the November 29th Grand Valley Sewage Board meeting. Councillor Bonston, move to approve the minutes. Second by Councillor Scott. Questions on those minutes? All in favor of those minutes? Carried. Also have a set of minutes from January 10th.
Roll it right through.
By Councillor Bonston, second by Councillor Nolan. Questions on those minutes? Deputy Mayor Day.
Yeah, just would like a point of clarification to those members on the board. I'm curious about, it states that a resolution by Lsc Shores to participate as a partner with South Huron in a single treatment train plan to expand when actual usage exceeds 80% of its rated capacity. So, to what percentage beyond rated capacity could we allocate capacity in the sewage treatment facility if we only wait until usage exceeds 80% of its rated capacity before triggering the second phase? So how much further than the rated capacity could we? Because obviously usage is significantly different from allocation.
Deputy, these are just the minutes. This is what was put on the table. There's been a lot of discussion going on around agreements with lawyers and other municipalities. So these are just the minutes. This is what South Huron recommended. We haven't agreed to it.
This was the recommendation of the motion, following motion was the technical committee got together. Deputy Mayor Day.
So at what point do we have a clear understanding of all these issues?
Well, we're getting there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor of those minutes? That's carried. Thank you. Now we have 6.3 is the minutes from the January 17th minutes, and these minutes are draft. They have not been approved by the Sewage Treatment Board. They're here more for information because there is some recommendations here. Councillor Cook.
You just stated that.
Councillor Russell, seconded that. Discussion? Councillor Underwood?
No, I was just second.
Okay.
Did you second? Sorry.
Okay. Motion to receive and file. We're receiving them as draft minutes, so it's all in favor of that? Carried. Councillor Bonston.
Just on a point of order, around these draft minutes, we're coming down to crunch time with this agreement, and we still have not seen agreement from South Huron in terms of a possible building of this plant, either single train or double train or whatever. And I think we asked before for all the different scenarios as to what the costs might are. So I think this council needs to make a decision on that. I'm going to move that we have strike a special meeting, maybe a week from now. Staff will have to give you enough time to get everything in place, and at that special meeting we make a decision once and for all what direction we're taking with this project.
I'll second that. So what are we talking?
Talking a special meeting of council to deal with, from these draft minutes, there was 7 items that have been looked at by the technical committee. And the lawyers are working on different scenarios and different amendments to the agreement because of the recommendation from that committee.
It would be helpful for us to make a friendly amendment to that motion, and that would be that identifying several things that we need to have in advance of that meeting, not at the meeting, several days in advance, so that we can actually consider it properly. And that is, first of all, whatever proposed agreement with Blue Water that the lawyers are going to make. Also, an understanding of all the costs. South Huron has made a number of ultimatums in their proposal with regards to the pumping station 2. And we have to understand what that means for our municipality. And the third aspect is everything to do with Watson and Associates and all the costs with all the different variables. And we haven't seen that. And I think it would be really foolish for us to receive it the day of and expect to process it. And so that means we need to have it within the next 48 hours, really, to properly consider these numbers. So I would say that with your motion, I'd ask for a friendly amendment that says that 3 things specifically are included. One is the Blue Water agreement, proposed Blue Water agreement, the South Huron, all the costs and the implications of the costs with what South Huron has laid out as an ultimatum, and third, the Western Associates, all the variabilities that the economist is going to give to us beyond this.
Well, I'm not going to accept the friendly amendment. I'll tell you why. I think you'd be handcuffing staff. I think at this point in time, we have made enough suggestions as to the information we need to make a decision on this. If that information isn't there next Monday, then you have your rights to vote it down. I think we have said time and time again, this is what we need to make this decision. The goal lines keep moving, so I don't want to just say this, this, and this, because maybe we'll think of this, this, and this. So I think staff should be aware at this point in time what this council needs to make the decision. We're virtually looking at a couple of scenarios in terms of whether it's going to go full build double train on our own, or whether it's going to go full build single train with two partners, or those are virtually the scenarios. And so, you know, through you to John, I think, John, is there anything you see you need more to present next?
I don't think so. We've been working with Watson as of today just to try to refine those numbers for council.
Can we get maybe some draft legal agreements? Do you think the lawyers would be able to provide that for next Monday?
The last I heard from the solicitors related to a proposal that had been put forth to Blue Water about resolving the one issue, and Blue Water was not happy with that, and so Barry felt that the three lawyers are going to have to get together in short order to work that through.
Councillor Underwood first.
I didn't realize we were playing Texas Hold'em when I got voted into this council. Here we are on the 11th hour and the 59th minute. Well, here we are at the very end, and we still don't have the information we require to make the biggest decision that this municipality is going to be making for the next few years. Yay or nay, up or down, single train, double train, do we trust our neighbours, don't we trust our neighbours, all the rest. It's getting really close to the wire. I can understand Deputy Mayor Dagg's worry and concern, and I would personally like to see some data which I can grab onto and be able to make a real proper decision versus, oh, didn't have enough information, that's that. We're close to the end here, so I need to see something.
Amen.
Councilwoman.
Yes, we are close to the end. It is the 11th hour, and but I agree that we would be tying staff's hands by making a whole bunch of ultimatums at this point, because there are negotiations that are going on. They're going to go on all week, but we ultimately need information, and we do need to see it before the meeting. But basically, you said it. There are two scenarios. The one scenario is what we're looking at right now, and that is single train, South Huron in, Lambton Shores in, Blue Water out, Zone 3 and 4 out, and the allocation to the Pinery. And then from that, from staff, we need a variety of recommendations to reduce what that ultimate cost to the individual sewer owner and user is going to be. Because we know there's a number there. It was thrown out when we did meet over at the Legacy Center, and we need to look at the options for bringing that number down a little bit, maybe to make it a little bit more palatable to our users. But yes, this is the most, I'm still going. The next thing that we do need, double train going alone, and what's the impact gonna be? Because there are no other options that I see at this point in time, but I would like to see those costs. If we did choose, okay, we're gonna go ahead with full build, they're in for half, and on we go. Because we need to look at those numbers as well, and actually see how much more it's going to cost to actually do the single train. But nevertheless, the other item I also want to hear from staff, and the discussion that we'll have, is all of the implications of not going forward. And I'm talking financial implications that are going to tie Lambton Shores' hands going forward. I'd like those things added to what we get from staff.
I agree. I think we should have that, and tied with that, I think we should also have all